This next song, which will be our last, not ever.
Never.
In fact, we're performing at 6:20 in the Marquee with Martin Wyndham Reed for a full concert. Come along, sing along. And this one I got from a mate in Queensland years ago, Bill Scott, and it's a railways song. We were singing it in 2005, which was the centenary of the railway in New South Wales, and it's a take on Casey Jones, two locos having a race, and it's called Billy Sheehan. He was the driver. £20 rail steamed the C-16, commanded by its driver, Mr. Billy Sheehan. Had orders from the GM on the strict QT to drive a faster schedule and the spirit of peace. Keep that locomotive open, let the black smoke roll. Pile on all the floorboards if we run out of coal. Says Billy to the fireman, if we don't make it, well, I'll land you in St. Peter at the Golden Gate. Oh, Billy Sheehan drove a faster schedule. Billy Sheehan, a mighty man was he. Billy Sheehan drove a faster schedule. He drove a faster schedule than the spirit of the spirit of progress, that is. The fireman was a local lad from Narrabeen. He said he'd lay the odds against the C-16. Billy took a roll of notes and said it was a dare. The boiler then exploded, blew them both in the air. Said Billy to the fireman as they left that wreck, hey, I don't know where we're going, but it's neck and neck. The fireman said to Billy, well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll lay another fiver, I go higher than you. Oh, Billy Sheehan drove a faster schedule. Billy Sheehan, a mighty man was he. Billy Sheehan drove a faster schedule. He drove a faster schedule than the spirit of peace. The wife of driver Sheehan was at home in bed when the railway wired her the bill was dead. She got her kiddies round her and said, listen, honey lambs, the next old man you get will be a guard in the van. Oh, the railway's all in mourning now for Billy Sheehan. No more you'll hear the puffin' of his C-16. Put lace on the locos and the goods and the mail, from Ingham to Mount Isa down to New South Wales. Oh, Billy Sheehan drove a faster schedule. Billy Sheehan, a mighty man was he. Billy Sheehan drove a faster schedule. He drove a faster schedule than the spirit of peace. Spirit of peace. Marcus Holden and Gary Steele, thank you. And thank you. Have a great festival. One more. Oh, all right. Here's a song called Tumba Bloody Rumba. What key? I have no idea.
G for duck.
Got a chorus? Hey, look for work. work at muster time. We tried him as a rider, we tried him as the roustabout, and as the cook's off-sider. He said he'd sailed the 7 seas, he'd been down in Alaska, he'd been in every western take from Texas to Nebraska. He said he'd shore a ship or two and cut a bit of lumber and waged war with the kangaroos at Tumba Bloody Rumba. We tried him as a shearer, we tried him as a stacker, we tried him digging rabbits out, he wasn't worth a cracker. He said he'd climbed the Matterhorn, he'd been a union leader, and years ago in Adelaide he was a pigeon breeder. He said he'd shore a ship or two and cut a bit of lumber and waged war with the kangaroos at Tumba Bloody Rumba. Showed his aptitude at jobs he was allotted, that showed his skill upon the booze and cigarettes he blotted. He said he'd had a shop in Singapore, he owned a whaling lugger, he was a champ at Baccarat, Australian rules and rugger. And he said he'd shore a ship or two and cut a bit of lumber and waged war with the kangaroos at Tumba Bloody Rumba. We tried him digging fencing posts, we tried to find his caper, until that happy payday when he got his piece of paper. I wonder where he is now, perhaps back on the lumber, or chasing kangaroos at Tumba Bloody Rumba. He said he'd shore a ship or two and cut a bit of lumber and waged war with the kangaroos at Tumba Bloody Rumba. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, boys.